welcome to Just Another Nerdy Podcast. I'm Jay.
I'm Nick and Tiana. I mean Tommy.
Whoops, I left the old graphic up on accident. Dritz is not with us today. I don't know where he is. I think he's sleeping. And Kevin. We're supposed to have Kevin today too. God damn it.
Kevin.
Anyways, Tommy was so gracious. This time I walked to you. Like, I walked to my car, which was downtown, and drove it to you. So I feel pretty good about it. I feel like I'm earning some Tommy karma back.
Some Tommy
From all the fucking times that Tommy has walked to get to the podcast. I walked today. I was like,
I can't afford a car. They're expensive.
Some people saw me, they're like, "Hey Jared, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Great." And they're like, "Nice weather." I'm like, "Perfect for a walk."
Where are you going? My car's over here.
Gotta get my damn car. Anyways, beautiful day out, so not a bad walk. But yeah, so today I figured we'd knock out some nerdy news, and then we'll talk about what we've been up to.
Yes.
So nerdy news today. Actually, I wanted to talk about, so don't forget tonight at 4:30 Central, 5:30 Pink Smurfs time, sorry. We're going to be interviewing Pink Smurf for the streamer highlight broadcast. She's an awesome female streamer. She's been playing a lot of Black Ops 3 right now. Or 4? It's 4. I don't even know.
I don't have friends that play, otherwise I would play that actually because it seems fun.
So yeah, if you want to know more about her, check her out. Oh shit, I forgot that's the turning it off thing. And then next week we will have Smokin' Dank 5280. Can you guess what his niche is? He's actually extremely talented.
No idea.
If you have not checked him out, he's fantastic. Like, as a streamer, he's been doing it as long, if not longer, than I have. And he's done it consistently.
Plays a lot of Diablo, which I love. So
yeah, and he does like, I mean, he puts in some really good effort. He does like bong hits and beer hit counters, which I do feel bad because he said like one time they got used against him in court. It's like, terrible. So this man puts it out there for everyone. He does a lot of cool stuff. So
I love that beard.
Yeah, he's got an epic beard. He does like bean boozle, so like whenever he like, yeah, he'll like eat the beans for like a game and stuff like that. So, the guy's a maverick. So definitely next week, also check him out. He's gonna be at 11 a.m. instead, because he's got a bit of a different schedule. So yeah, so check those guys out. Now, nerdy news for the week. John Barrowman, who plays Captain Jack Harkness on Torchwood.
And Malcolm Merlin.
And Malcolm Merlin. He is actually trying really, really, really hard to get Torchwood back right now. He's actually consistently out there. He spoke with one of the original showrunners, Chris
Chibnall?
Yeah, Chris Chibnall. And he said, like, hey, is there a way we can get this back? Right now, they've pitched it to different studios, but the big question they've come up is how do they get the rights? So right now, they're actually talking to the guy who's in charge of Doctor Who right now.
He's been bummed ever since it was canceled. I know they did a little audio drama thing for it.
They did an audio drama, and then they had a whole thing on Stars that was not reviewed very well. So and it I don't know. I don't really care. Honestly.
I thought Torchwood was alright.
First 2 seasons of Torchwood were amazing. Like those were fantastic. Season 3 was not reviewed very well, but I thoroughly enjoyed season 3. I thought it was very good. It was the Children of Earth one. I thought the ending was just great. I didn't like the episodic. No, I don't think it's episodic. I think it was more serial format where it was like everything was very directly tied in. Like it was a very well connected miniseries, whereas the other ones were more like broken down episodes with an overlying arc and theme, which is what most shows are like.
Yeah.
So it was, it was good, but I thought the ending was amazing. I thought that was the best acting I've ever seen out of John Barrowman.
It was great. I love John Barrowman.
If you haven't had a chance to check it out, check out Torchwood. I think it's really cool the process and how he's going about getting it done.
Check out.
Dritz is on his way.
Check out really anything John Barrowman's in. Actually, he's pretty good.
Yeah. Well,
he is. I think he's criminally underrated. Actually, I think he's really good.
I think. Well, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, he's got a dedicated fan base, but not a lot of people are like, John Barrowman's great. I think he's great.
Yeah, he does an amazing job everything that he pops up into. So
he's very good. He's very good at playing a character. Like, he's a very good character actor.
Oh yeah,
actor. Like when he played Jack in Doctor Who, that's very much a character. Like Malcolm Merlin is very much a unique character. Like,
yeah. I would like to see, because and they sort of tried to explain it in Children of Men when Malcolm when John Barrowman, Captain Jack, so the second season they talk about how everyone stops dying. No, that's the fourth season. Everyone stops dying except him. He starts dying, and so he gets kind of flipped on a switch that everyone else is off of. So it's interesting to see like how they explain his age. My personal opinion, because he does become the face of Bo eventually, which means he does age, but extremely slowly. I hope that they explain it that he's had like hundreds of years of experiences over time.
That episode in Doctor Who, when I was watching them as they come out, when they reveal that he's the face of Bo, I was like, what?
Right. It was amazing. Okay. Next piece of nerdy news. I turned it off. That's there we go. Oh! They got a snapshot of Pepper Potts in Iron Man armor for Avengers 4. It seems like they're doing a lot of reshoots for Avengers 4, and it seems like really close to be doing that. I'm kind of surprised. They also cast the girl from 13 Reasons Why in a mysterious role.
I really like her.
Here's what I'm hoping, right? Okay. Squirrel Girl.
Oh, yes!
Because she has been known to be one of the only people who could take down Thanos.
Yeah, Squirrel Girl's got to save everyone. Dope. They were planning on a Squirrel Girl TV show, and then it got canceled.
Oh, they did?
And then, interesting fact, there was hype for Anna Kendrick as Squirrel Girl, because as a joke, her brother photoshopped a picture of her as Squirrel Girl, and people just liked it and latched on.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
She would be a perfect Squirrel Girl.
I watched her interview. She said, my brother photoshopped it, he sent it to me, I thought it was funny, so I shared it as a joke, and then people were actually serious, like, you need to be Squirrel Girl.
Oh, that's how shit gets done. She may not know it, but I mean, that's whole Miles Morales, that's the only reason why Miles Morales exists, was because of fucking Donald Glover being like, I won't be Spider-Man.
Right?
And he said he was just joking. He was like,
I won't be Spider-Man, okay.
And now there's a whole character branched out of it. Plus he got cast into the MCU version as the Prowler, and his nephew in the movie is supposed to be Miles Morales. That's just... And that was all from someone being like, I'm just going to tweet some shit out.
I loved him in the movie, like...
We're gonna call Dritz on. Yo, what's up? Oh, I can't hear you at all. Hello? Hey, we're podcasting right now. Okay, we'll see you very soon. I'm sorry to bug you. I was a little worried there for a minute. Okay, we'll see ya. Bye. Boop. Not now.
Yeah, I love Donald Glover and
Spider-Man.
When he like webs his hands to the trunk and he's like, man, I got ice cream in the trunk.
Hey man. Okay. Next up on the Netflix chopping block, American Vandal Season 3 has been canceled.
They're just canceling everything good.
Yeah, I'm getting a little concerned about Netflix cancellations at this point. Only because, like, they've been doing it, like, once a week.
Well, yeah. I mean, I could see, like, Iron Fist, because while Season 2 was better than Season 1, it was still just an okay show. But, like, everyone that watched Luke Cage Season 2 said it was great. And then Netflix is like, yeah, we're giving that the axe too, and I was like, what?
American Vandal is one of the best. Have you seen American Vandal?
I started watching it after you recommended it. I'm only like 5 episodes in.
Oh man, it's one of my favorite shows. Like it was very well done. Season 2 was really good, but in a different way, and that's what is such a shame. My big thing is up there in the corner there, the first guy, Dylan. Was the best part of the show, and then they took him out of Season 2. So and it makes sense organically why he's not in Season 2, but it also adds detriment to the show. Like it doesn't it doesn't hold up as well in season 2 as it does season 1 because his performance is so fucking fantastic. Like, he's such a great dipshit. Godzilla versus Kong has added 2 actors. They added Julian Dennison from Deadpool 2 and Where the Wilder People, and they added Skarsgård. They added Skarsgård to it.
Which
He's
one?
Gonna pop up
Peter or Alexander?
Alexander Skarsgård. So I'm more excited about Julian Dennison. I think he's gonna do an amazing job. I think he's gonna kill it. That kid's absolutely hysterical.
Yeah, he is.
So the only thing is him as a serious actor, I'm not sure I'm gonna buy as much.
Yeah, I mean, after Deadpool 2, like...
Yeah, his sarcastic quips are so good.
I'm a serious actor. Okay, buddy, sure.
Also, because it's being more of a anthology series, it seems like, you know, they have different actors and different characters here and there. I would like to see them actually carry Millie Bobby Brown over into this movie, only because they haven't been carrying people over at all. They've just had like little glimpses back and forth, and I think this being a crossover movie, they should have Millie Bobby Brown, and I think those two together would be fantastic and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is actually a really cool thing that I wanted to talk about that I cannot remember what
I don't know what this picture is from.
Okay, hang on. Let me look this up because I actually want to break this article down a little more because this is a pretty hefty article, but it's a big fucking deal. It's a big fucking deal, y'all.
It's the deal.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Do 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 do. Here we go. Force of the Trojans will combine CG effects with Ray Harryhausen style stop motion. So this guy was the original guy who was in charge of like the effects for the original Clash of the Titans and a lot of similar movies, Sinbad, stuff like that, where the monsters were claymation.
I miss stop motion.
So they're gonna combine that idea with some CG effects for the next movie, which is Force of the Trojans. It's sort of a Clash of the Titans. I don't know if it's a sequel or a spin-off or just its own thing. This was also a script that was written by the original writer of Clash of the Titans.
Hopefully it's better than
years ago.
Better than the reboot. I liked the reboot of Clash of the Titans. I thought it was just a serviceable movie, but it was so CGI filled. Like,
oh yeah,
there was almost no practical effects or anything like that. It was like a CGI fest.
Well, and that's why they're pushing so hard for these styles to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I've never seen stop motion combined with CGI before, so that could be really cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say this could either be one of the coolest things ever or one of the ugliest done jobs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm fucking terrified to see what happens because I got my hopes up, but also again
they're terrified too as they're doing it because this guy either work or not.
Yeah. So this guy Ray Harryhausen, he died in 1998. No, sorry, 2003. And then the guy who wrote the script for this movie died in 1998. So this movie is a work of love project. So this is going to be really interesting to see these like people who are like huge fans like turn this over into a movie.
Yeah.
I'm highly intrigued. There's Skarsgård.
There it is. Hey.
He's going to be in the Kong sequel. Okay. Oh, Alan Tudyk is going to be the Joker in the DC animated Harley Quinn Adventures. Fucking obviously. Like
I'm excited for the show ever since I saw that like 60-second trailer. Like it was really good.
Kelly Cuoco.
Billy from Charmed.
Yeah, or the chick from Big Bang Theory.
Penny.
Yeah, Penny. So
she was in.
She's gonna be Harley Quinn. Oh yeah, she's had a career. She's been busy. She's gonna be Harley Quinn, and then Alan Tudyk is gonna be the Joker, which is like the most surprisingly unexpected thing.
Yeah.
Like it's obvious.
Yeah,
and I'm like, it's about damn time.
I really like after seeing the trailer. Like I love Kaylee Cuoco as Harley Quinn. She's really cool. I like Tara Strong as Harley Quinn, but I miss Arlen Sorkin. but like Arlene Sorkin is in her 70s. She had to stop doing it. Like
that is tough.
She stopped with the first Arkham game, and then she voiced Harley one other time. But like she's old enough now that her voice just can't handle it. So
yeah,
that's why they picked up Tara Strong. And actually, it's funny because I forget her name, but the chick that plays Bernadette has voiced Harley Quinn before too.
You can hardly tell Tara Strong is a different actress though than the original Harley.
No, yeah,
to me.
People say that you can easily tell. Tara Strong sounds so much like Arlene Sorkin when she voices Harley. I honestly thought like Tara Strong was voicing her the whole time.
Yeah, so did I actually until this very moment. I didn't know.
Yeah, and then someone's like, "No, it's Arlene Sorkin," and so I IMDb Batman the Animated Series, and it was Arlene Sorkin, and I was like, "Okay, I don't know who that is."
Yeah, this is one of those things, and this is one of the best casting decisions since they made him Batman's cousin in the Powerless series.
I miss Powerless. It was underrated.
I know. Okay, that was the dumbest cancellation ever because the cast was fantastic and
hilarious.
Him as Batman's cousin. What was his name? It was something Wayne. It was Van Wayne.
Yeah, Van Wayne.
Van Wayne.
Oh, God,
Thank you. Oh, thank you, Alan.
He was hilarious.
You're a goddamn treasure.
Who are you? I'm Bruce Wayne's cousin.
Yeah. So the president and CEO of Pixar, who's worked with him for the entire 40 years, is also a co-founder. Let's see if I can find his name again. It is
stepping down?
Ed Catmull, who is in his 70s, is retiring after 40 years of service to Pixar. So,
Pixar is...
Way to go, buddy.
I have yet to see a bad Pixar movie, except Cars 3. Or not Cars 3, Cars 2.
I was going to say Cars 2. I was like, Cars 3 was okay. I've seen a lot of okay ones. I'm a minority here. I don't like Ratatouille.
Actually, yeah, Ratatouille is just okay.
So, yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Everyone loves Ratatouille. I watched it and I was like, eh.
I think it's because it was that first breakaway from something like really odd. Like, so Toy Story was about toys, A Bug's Life was about bugs. This one was like more about humans, and I was like, I don't like this. Like, I don't like this human shit. I don't like this human shit we're doing. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, President and CEO is stepping down. He's got a couple people appointed. It's going to be a smooth transition, but he's like, yeah, it's time. He's like 70 years old. I'm surprised.
Yeah, like
he is still going to be sticking around though as an advisor, so hopefully everything still continues to run.
Kind of like a Stan Lee kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because like he doesn't really do much anymore. He's like an executive producer for Marvel now.
Yeah,
like,
he probably the most work he does is to show up on movie sets. Like, did you know Stan Lee's like was really upset about the Deadpool 2 one because they didn't actually take him to a strip club?
Yeah. They literally videoed him like acting like he was at a strip club, and then they like superimposed the strip club.
Why didn't they take me to an actual strip club?
I'm 90 years old. I want to see some movies.
Yeah, he would have had an amazing time.
He probably would have died right there.
So, there's actually this thing going on now where Hollywood actors are CGing their bodies head to toe. They're having them scanned digitally to preserve them for the future. So then they can be used as holograms. They can be imposed into movies and stuff like that. I was reading this article, and this is based off of like basically what's been happening with like the Marvel and the Star Wars technology and stuff. Interestingly enough, Disney has now scanned all, like they've done a full scan on all of their leads because, and I think it's inspired from what happened to Carrie Fisher.
As long as we don't preserve Kevin James and Adam Sandler, I'm cool with this.
You want Kevin James and Adam Sandler to die?
I don't need them preserved for future films. They haven't made a good movie in years.
Take Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's done some good stuff. You just gotta like look for it. Like the Meyerwood stories were fantastic. And then he just did a new special that was really weird. I watched about a third of it.
Kevin James did Kevin Can Wait, and after 2 episodes of that, I was like, this is just an excuse to make another King of Queens season. Like it was it was literally just King of Queens.
Well, and eventually they killed off the wife to have his old wife.
Yeah, I was like, what?
But yeah, no, seriously though. This is an interesting thing, like, to break down, like, this idea that, like, actors and everybody are going to be preserved. What I'm terrified of is someday that means like you might just be paid to just be a stand-in for another actor that was famous before you. And that you'll never have your star and your rise because, like, they're still going to be making Tom Hanks movies for fucking 90 years. You know, even though Tom Hanks dies, they're just going to keep on making
I'm going to be
Hanks
like
movies.
98 years old watching movies with 20-year-old Tom Hanks.
Yeah, right? I'm going to be watching Big the sequel.
Big 78. Tom Hanks needs glasses.
Tom Hanks needs glasses. But it's just... I don't know. It's a fascinating thing. It's really interesting to see how, like, Carrie Fisher's death could really be inspiring this whole thing. Like, because they're like, oh, we need to get this shit together so we don't lose actors. There's other studios that are kind of working on it, but mostly...
Maybe they'll improve the technology, too. Carrie's CG looked alright. Like, it looked passable, but, like, when they had Tarkin, it looked terrible.
Right? Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, here, I have to figure out which way I'm pointing on the camera. I don't know directions. But yeah, that was awful. Hers... Yeah, I was going to say, hers was okay in Rogue One. I'm not sure I dug it that much, though. I thought that was a little...
I liked it in Rogue One. I just love that whole movie, and a lot of people don't like Rogue One.
It can really change up reshoots, too.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see how it affects, like, reshooting film in general. Okay, next piece. Oh! So... Venom, they're doing like a Venom anthology series. They did a comic where like villains were sitting around the table sharing their stories about when they ran into Venom. Wolverine was there, I guess, for some reason. But that was the one that was the most interesting. Wolverine runs into Venom early on in Venom's days, and you find out that Wolverine is actually the reason why Venom became an anti-hero rather than a villain. There's a point where he just fucking lays down Venom, like he's like snakes him, brings him down, and then has just a real talk with him where he's like, I'm just gonna tell you because someone told me and you deserve that chance too, Goo. He calls him Goo, by the way, which is funny. I mean, that's his Wolverine nickname for him, but it's really interesting to like
to me Wolverine's kind of an anti-hero though. Like he doesn't do anything technically bad, but he will literally do anything to beat his opponent. Like, Wolverine's pretty much an anti-hero.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he murders regularly.
Yeah, he
doesn't have a no-kill rule.
No, he's like
some people think.
Fuck it, I'll kill him.
Yeah, he just cuts through people.
People seem to think, because the Marvel movies, they really toned Wolverine down.
Yeah, but even in the PG-13 movies, you straight up ghosting those fucking guys. Like,
if you watch The Wolverine, he kills like every motherfucker in that movie.
Yeah, Wolverine.
Logan?
X-Men 2, like there's that part where those soldiers invade the like mansion. Wolverine ghosted quite a few guys. Like he straight up murdered them.
Random complaint. I bought the Steelbook of Logan last night. It's really cool. Steelbook, special edition Blu-ray. Open it up. Out of the 4 Steelbooks I bought, 3 of them had special cards for Alita Battle Angel. The movie's not even out yet, and it came with Alita Battle Angel movie poster cards, and I was like, why do I want these?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're back to Torchwood. All right,
woo!
That's been that for a little while. Oh shit! Maybe not. We might be talking about spoilers. We're gonna see. So this week, Sabrina came out. So the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix.
Because I don't have Netflix right now.
I've got 2 episodes that I've done reactions to. The first 2 episodes, I like it. There's a few minor nitpicks that I have, but like starting with things that I really, really enjoy. It's super dark. It is not afraid to go way down the rabbit hole because it's a Netflix series, so they're talking about like this idea. Like immediately she's like, it's gonna be her 16th birthday and she's signing her name in the Devil's Book, and everyone there, like her aunts, she has a cousin Ambrose, which I've never seen in the series.
I know they also confirmed that it's in the same universe as CW's
Riverdale
series. I don't know how they're gonna handle that.
They name dropped it. Fuck that show. Sorry.
I like that show. There's a few nitpicks, but it's perfectly serviceable.
No, not into it. I gave it a shot.
I watched the whole first season. It was perfectly serviceable.
No, I gave it a shot. I did. I really tried. It's just too bullshit for that shit. Like, 25-year-old actors pretending to be 16-year-olds.
That's all.
Trying to make it.
That's like every show.
Oh, no. Nothing more obvious than this show. This show is so fucking obvious about it. Sorry, I gotta move on. First of all, so when you look at Sabrina, you can believe that girl is 15 to 16. Like, she is a very young actress. And she has to be older than 18. But, moving back, it's super dark. Her family have all talked about how they've all signed the Devil's Book. So that means they're talking about being Satanists and shit. And they're always saying, Hail Satan.
Does it still have Hilda and Zelda?
Yeah, Hilda and Zelda, and they're a weird difference. Like, Hilda is super delightful. Like, she is the most delightful character on the show. Zelda's a straight bitch.
Like, she's a straight bitch.
Yeah, I know. She's like, I mean, no holds bar. Like, it's not she's kind of edgy. It's not she's the more responsible aunt. No, she's like, fuck you, I'm a bitch. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Where Hilda's like far more careful and like super like, they're extremes of what their characters used to be, which is so interesting. They run a morticianary, so that's how they get like human blood and skin and stuff for their witch shit that they need, which is something I've never even thought about.
They need to get Melissa Joan Hart for a cameo.
If she pops up, I'm shitting myself.
Yeah.
How she loops in Salem is super interesting. I thought her cousin Ambrose was going to be Salem, and I kind of wonder if there's a way they're going to tie him in, because some of his background sounds like Salem's old background. Salem's background from the TV show was that he was like banished to being he was a warlock that was banished to being a cat because he's being punished for some crimes or whatever he did against witches. Ambrose is for some reason banished to live with Hilda and Zelda forever. And that's still Sabrina's cousin.
I love Salem, so yeah, I'd be.
But Salem has already showed up.
Yeah.
But he doesn't talk, which is really weird. So I'm wondering what might happen is if like Ambrose becomes Salem at some point. Like, Salem is a familiar, which is apparently like a goblin that is called in to like take the shape and protect her. And he's done a few things already, which was dope as shit. But I just wonder if there's like a way that they're going to combine those two characters.
I think I'm going to miss the like smart mouthing Salem from the old show.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping Ambrose, because Ambrose's attitude is even kind of like wouldn't even play very well as Salem. He's very different, and he's very enjoyable. The only thing is like the actor he's very interesting to watch act. So it would be a shame to see him not be that type of. To not act, but have to be a cat. That is the other thing. The other thing that came out this week, Red Dead Redemption 2 came out on Friday. Came out this weekend.
I had to be an adult last night and not buy it.
I know. I'm doing everything I can not to buy that, so hopefully I can finish Sabrina and then do other things. Because like
I've got the money right now, but I was like, I should finish other games that I haven't finished.
Yeah, but to break down Red Dead Redemption 2, they've said that it is better than the first game. I've watched a lot of non-spoilery stuff, so it's better than the first game.
60-hour main campaign.
Yeah, 60-hour campaign. But the way that it's improved, they've taken all the game mechanics, all that. They've improved off of the GTA 5 idea in the sense that it goes from being GTA 5 is a breakneck speed type of game with an amazing amount of detail. This game still has an amazing amount of detail, but it encourages you to slow down in a lot of ways. Like, you have to take baths, you have to clean your gun, you have to take care of your horse, you have to take care of yourself, you have to eat in this game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff you have to do to like kind of keep your character up to prime status. So that encourages you to sort of slow down and enjoy the environment. You also can't buy a gun until you've found it in the environment.
Really?
So that means you really have to kind of search through.
I do like that you can just find guns in the environment.
Yeah, there are like homesteads and stuff like that you can attack. The other thing is like in the first game you were more of an isolated character, John Marsden. This one, it encourages you more to like work with the camp and become fluid with people and enjoy.
Oh, that's cool.
So rather than being isolated, it's more about
family. This a prequel like they said it was going to be?
It is, yeah. John Marsden and Abigail Marsden and little Jack Marsden are all in the game.
That's cool.
I haven't read or seen anything on it. And I'm not going to get into spoilers on it. Like, I'm not going to look up spoilers myself.
Yeah, no, because
I want to enjoy this. Yeah. But it's a 60-hour campaign, and that is not involving all of the little minor things.
Yeah, that's actually a lot longer than the first game's campaign.
Yeah, and then there's, like, apparently 3 levels of, like, horse companionship.
That's awesome.
So in the first so many odd levels, it increases the distance to where you can whistle and get them to come to you from. It also increases your ability, like you can do like sort of like riding tricks. So like there's some where you can kind of drift a little bit with the horse. There's one where you can do a straight stop and turn, and I think that's the maximum. And then like at your highest bond, there's something you can do with your highest bond, but you can also tell the horse to leave in combat, because if your horse dies, it's dead. But there is like horse revival, so if your horse is down, you can like bring it back up and bring up its health, and it has its own health meter. You have to feed it, you have to brush it, you have to like pet it. Like it's a fucking chia pet.
They did something similar to that in Kingdom Come, and like the more your horse likes you, the less it'll buck you off, and the more it'll like listen to you.
That'll be another thing. Some people will try to steal your horse sometimes, and if you have like a higher companionship with it, that horse will just jack that person in the face. Like, but there's also another thing where if you try to steal from someone's horse, like, you have to, like, pet that horse and calm it down first. Otherwise, it'll jack you in the face.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, I'm like, that's fucking cool.
I want to just try and steal a horse and get whacked in the face.
Right? Horse testicle physics, minor detail. That shit is, like, that's where the money is in the game. And they've really implemented quite a bit in the game. I just realized that my door might be locked. So I'm gonna go unlock the door real quick. So we're gonna be right back, but we're gonna locked, so this was not a waste of time. What have you been up to, Tommy? You picked up a game. Tell me about the game you picked up.
I picked up Spooderman.
Spooderman. Is that a knockoff?
Yeah. It's Spider-Man's lesser-known cousin.
Oh, okay.
No, I picked up Spider-Man. It's fantastic, amazing. Yuri Lowenthal was a perfect casting choice as Spider-Man. I didn't know, because I haven't kept up on Spider-Man shows, that he's voiced Spider-Man several times before. Like, I watched an interview with him. He's already new. He's not new to voicing Spider-Man. And so that's why when he auditioned for the game, he thought he wasn't going to get the part, because he thought they wanted to go with someone else. They gave it to him. He's amazing.
What are some other examples of Spider-Man that he's played?
He was Spider-Man in some of the games. I think he voiced Spider-Man in Web of Shadows, maybe? I don't know. He just said he'd voiced him several times. And Yuri Lowenthal,
what the fuck?
Yuri Lowenthal is one of my favorite voice actors.
That's weird. Chris Goodrich. I'm so sorry, Chris. I did not know you were here.
Yeah, we have not been...
Oh, this is, This is another day. So it's been playing that video the whole time. Chris is not here. Okay.
Okay.
That's super awkward. Oh, shit. Okay. We're back. Okay. I was like, fuck, Chris has been... And then I started reading, I'm like, these sound like things he's said before. And I was like, oh, they are.
But yeah, Spider-Man's really good. I'm taking my time with it. I'm just exploring the world. It's fucking huge. It's a giant-ass section of New York. The world is huge. There's tons of places to explore. I like that they give you incentives to explore. There's tons of suits to unlock. And to unlock a lot of the suits, you have to find... backpacks, Spider-Man's backpacks from high school.
Right.
And so you find all his backpacks. There's also landmarks that you can do. And there's landmarks you can find, like there's Avengers Tower, and there's like the station for the New York station, and there's just a ton of different landmarks you can do.
Right.
Which is super fun. The story's really good so far. Graphics, it's one of the best looking PS4 games, hands down. Like, no contest.
Apparently, Yuri Lowenthal was the Prince in Prince of Persia.
Yeah, dude, Yuri Lowenthal's been around for a bit.
Yeah. Well, I didn't notice. Yeah. Like, it's been a long time.
He was actually he's always been a good voice actor. He was a lesser known one until he voiced Sasuke in Naruto. And then since that's a shonen, and shonen are like super powerful, it like catapulted him up. Oh, he's in the newer Fooly Coolies. That's amazing.
Oh, he's in the Spider-Man TV series from 2017, 2018. Let's take a look at this.
He's in Persona 3. He voices the main character.
Oh,
he's Yosuke in Persona 4.
He's Spider-Man in the one that's going on right now, though, like the actual Marvel series, the shitty one.
I don't hate that as much as everyone else does.
Okay, I'll be honest.
It's okay.
And he's been playing Robin in the Batman.
Yeah.
Stuff. He plays a lot of shit. Like he's a lot.
Yeah, he's got one of the biggest catalogs. I think the biggest voice actor I've seen for like roles is Steve Blum. He has over 900.
Wow.
Like Steve Blum has a huge catalog. We have Spider-Man's great, fantastic, amazing. If you have a PS4 and haven't played Spider-Man, I would suggest playing it. Even if you don't like Spider-Man, it's a fun game. Swinging on the webs is super fun. They make it realistic this time to where you're not just webbing on clouds. You have to attach to buildings. Like you have to be near buildings or trees.
Oh, yeah.
It's super fun. Later on in the game, you can earn the ability to do tricks while you're webbing. Like you can do backflips and spin around, and it's really cool.
Yeah, so there's actually a really cool video. It's a ways back on our Facebook page, but there is a guy who he did all of the swinging physics for Spider-Man 2. Yeah. Which they based this off of. Yeah. Like, they based that physics off of the attaching to buildings and stuff. And so he never played Spider-Man 4. Or Spider-Man for PS4. And so they sat him down and he was, like, playing it and stuff. And he was talking about... It was interesting to see, like, he was talking about things that he wanted. And then you would find out that was, like, a progression in the game where you'd unlock this and that. Like... So he absolutely loved it, and he did feel like it was kind of like a swan song to his.
It's also
his work.
Convince people to get it more. If you love the Arkham games, it's literally Arkham 2.0.
Yeah.
Combat is super similar, but it's slightly more complex. It's super fun. You have to be smart with combat this time around because you'll run into enemies that have guns, and then I'm far enough that certain enemies have rocket launchers. So as you're beating on like regular enemies, the dudes with rockets will be firing them at you. But the more skills you learn, the easier it is. Like, you can web guns out of people's hands, and you can web them into walls and stuff. It's really cool to, like... And there's parts where you're supposed to be stealthy, but combat is so fun. I don't want to stealth take down people. I just jump in the middle of the group of guys, and I'm like, alright, come on.
I appreciate stealth.
It is fun to stealth in the game. But it's also fun to just run into the group of guys and be like, all right, let's get to it.
Yeah, I was going to say, in the original Wolfenstein, like, that was actually when I realized, like, how important stealth was. I had a blast, like, implementing stealth into that game. Even though that game is very,
stealth is rewarding,
is not the point.
Especially in a superhero game. When you're in an area and it's full of snipers and rocket dudes and dudes with big shields, it's rewarding to take out every dude and not be seen. There's just something about it.
Right.
Where you're like, yeah, that was me. Like,
I'm a fan. That's a good game. Yeah, I really want to play Spider-Man for the PS4. Ironically, so my birthday was last Saturday. Mm-hmm. Not this last Saturday, Saturday before. Sorry. And so Sunday, I didn't know there was like my wife was planning a surprise party for me. So my buddy took me to the casino to distract me, and I got like 120 up. And that's when they get you, because I got 120 up, and I was like, you know what? I'm 120 up. If I keep pushing, I could get like I could come out with a PS4 and Spider-Man. Like that was my drive. And I dropped down to 40 and I was like, I'm out. So I still had $40. I got like a Humble Bundle. So
yeah,
like a 3-month subscription to Humble Bundle. So that was nice. But I was like, yeah, I should walk away. Like, so I did kind of get a little bummed. Like I really wanted to walk.
I'm a terrible gambler because I don't get greedy. Like I've been with my mom 2 or 3 times and I go up like $50 and then I just cash out.
Yeah, you're like, I'm good.
I'm like, I'm good, and I watch my mom gamble all night and she's like, no dude, put that back in. You'll win it back. You'll win double. I'm like, nope, I'm good. I got 50.
Yeah, no, you gotta understand. Yeah, that was I really wanted it, but then I settled, and then I'm like, I'm on the fence of either doing like another year's Humble Bundle or doing getting Red Dead Redemption 2. Because if I get Red Dead Redemption 2, you're never gonna fucking see me again. Like,
yeah, you don't understand the struggle. Like I got off work and I was buying some groceries and stuff to take home. And then, like I always do, I swung through the electronics section.
Oh, yeah.
And I grabbed a couple DVDs. And then I just saw it for PS4. We had a couple copies of the $80 special edition that gives you early access to online. And I was like, I have an extra $100.
Yeah.
But I should be an adult and save this for adult things.
Right? Like you want to.
And so I did.
Things.
It's something that I don't normally do. I told myself no, and I didn't buy Red Dead Redemption.
It'd be my birthday present if I bought it, but it's one of those things where like I don't have the money problem as much as I have the time problem. Like,
well, yeah,
because I want to do other things. With me, but that's like
with me, like with my job, my days off aren't always set. So I can't, like, plan video game time. It's just like, hey, I'm going to have this day off. Maybe I'll have time to play games. But then I only get 2 days off a week, and I have friends, and then, like, all my other commitments. So I don't have much time for video games anymore.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I miss about working the factory. Because when I worked the factory, I literally worked Sunday through Thursday. And then I had the whole weekend off. So I had nothing but video game time.
Great time to kick back and just play video games. I don't have that anymore.
No. Unfortunately, we're adults.
Yep. I'm getting old.
I'm getting old.
Oh well. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've just been kind of... And then I started Sabrina, and then I watched some other shit that I watched. There was some... something that I started... I don't know. I mean, I watched A Million Little Things last night. That show, it's This Is Us tears again, except for to the extreme. Also, the main subject of the show is suicide, so that's super hard to watch.
God, it's like 13 Reasons Why all over again.
Yeah. It's except for from an adult's perspective.
Yeah.
Because like teenagers and adults take things very differently, and the way that the shows are presented are very different as well. I
think I would give that show a chance because I really liked 13 Reasons Why. I thought it brought up a touchy subject in a way that and a lot of people complained about it saying it was glorifying suicide. I watched 13 Reasons Why and I was like, who would ever want to commit suicide after that show? Like it's bringing it up because we never talk about it. It's like taboo. It's a shit. When I watched 13 Reasons Why, I was like, I feel like this was a conversation we've needed to have for years. Like
this show is like a million little things is like the darkest subject matter tackled because you have a character. He's a former alcoholic, and now he's going through divorce, and also he cheated on his wife with the guy who committed suicide's best friend. Hey, Chris, sorry we had to move the podcast to today.
Yeah.
Because on Wednesday I have things to do. But
we've all got work.
Yeah, we gotta work and stuff. So, I gotta actually work on Wednesday. So we moved the podcast to today. Dritz is on his way. We thought we were actually talking to you for a little bit, but it turns out I had another video playing on my thing. So
we were time traveling and talking to past you.
Let's actually I want to show this off. Chris went apeshit the other day.
Did he?
Not in a bad way. I was like literally in the middle of a walk and my phone's just like ding 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 and I'm like, Christ, what is that? And it was Chris the whole time. Oh. Actually, we're gonna switch back over. That's my game collection now.
You should really
there we go.
Put those in a folder.
But I like them there.
I mean, yeah.
I could just pick one and click on it.
It bugs my OCD. I have a folder for each like genre of game, and then I just double click on the folder and load up.
That's a lot of work. There's no way I'm gonna get a folder for every game.
No, not every game, for every genre. Like, these are my RPGs, these are my shooters, these are my...
So just to show this off real quick to other people, and I kind of want to show Tommy because Tommy hasn't actually seen any of them. These are all Halloween decorations from Chris's house.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah. This is Chris's house. He's kicking ass, putting up all these awesome Halloween decorations.
He's getting really into Spooktober.
Which one? That one's really cool.
Yeah, that one looks cool. The graveyard.
And then I really did. That's actually cute.
The spider webs look cool. The ghosts on the side of the barn. That looks cool.
Chris saw you at Walmart last night. This one I like. This is my favorite, actually.
Well, I didn't...
Enter at your own risk.
I guess I didn't know I saw him. I'd never seen him. I don't know what he looks like.
Red hair. That's all I got.
Next time
you might not have red hair, actually, Chris. I don't know.
If you ever see me again, feel free to say hi.
I have trouble, like maybe a ginger brown. That's like you ever see
mahogany,
brownish red.
Mahogany. Frankenstein.
Let's see if I can get my head around this, because. Oh, here we go. This is the other thing. Chris was dropping in like music videos like crazy.
Oh, that's cool.
So the one that I did watch, and this was beforehand, it was the Slash Street Boys. I'll Kill You That Away.
Yes.
It's pretty entertaining.
I love me some BSB.
Yeah, right.
No shame. They're my guilty pleasure group.
So that was our Chris breakdown for the week. Let's see if we can bring up a few of these other. Oh, what the fuck, Pink Smurf. Oh, 6:30 Eastern? Oh, that's interesting. That might be a little bit of a different time there. So, but yeah, check that out. That's Pink Smurf. Dropping in a tweet.
Thank you, Pink Smurf, for the tweet.
Oh, and now everything's... Oh my god, my phone's blowing up. My phone is blowing up.
Oh,
all the Twitters.
Sorry I missed you, Chris. Yeah, I was pretty busy. They put me with someone all day stocking all the frozen goods, and her grandma just died, so she was moving really slow, and I was having to work double time to pick up slack. So I was busy.
That sucks. Sorry
yeah.
to hear that.
Well, I felt really bad. I didn't know it at first, and I was like, she is moving so slow. And then my boss talked to her about it, and she said that her grandma died, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm an ass. I was complaining that she was working slow.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Well, I mean, honestly though, in some other arenas. Oh, yeah, okay. So I wanted to show
missed
this
that
off.
Spider-Man game.
This is the So this is the Spider-Man I played, but I played it on N64. But this level gave me serious fucking anxiety.
Yes.
When this happened, when you find out that Carnage and Doc Ock have like bonded, I shit myself, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
I played it on N64 first, and then I got mad because I went to a buddy's house, and PlayStation had like the cutscenes with all the voices and stuff, and you didn't get that on N64.
Oh really?
Like on N64 had the still like comic book images and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But that's just because. Which is weird because N64 is actually more powerful than the PS1.
I didn't know that. Well, it's probably because of the cartridge.
Well,
like,
yeah.
You have to load it onto the cartridge.
Even though the console itself is more powerful, cartridges hold a lot less space than the discs do.
But yeah, whoever shared this out into the world, thank you so much, because this was this has been on my mind for years.
Yeah, I'm about to have nightmares tonight.
Yeah, that scared the living shit out of me. The only disappointing thing is once you get away, that's it. Like, I thought you were going to have to fight him, and I was like, this is going to be a horrifying level. Like, I was terrified.
That's another spoiler-free thing about the new Spider-Man game. Doc Ock is amazing in that game. because for the first time they really humanize him. Because I like that also Insomniac was told by Marvel that they have free reign to make their own Spider-Man story.
Oh, yeah.
So this is Insomniac's universe. And when the game starts out, Peter actually works for Doc Ock and helps him with his inventions. And they're working on the arms. And you see, like, Doc Ock slowly spiraling out of control as, like, he's denied funding and all this stuff happens. And then he works on the arms. And you see how the arms affect his brain and stuff. And they really humanize him as a character and make him fantastic.
Well, that's cool.
Like, I love Doc Ock in this game. And he was never my favorite Spider-Man villain. I was always just like, it's Doc Ock. But I love him in this game.
Yeah. I've been digging, okay, so on here, they actually put, someone went through and CGI'd faces of famous historical figures of what they would actually look like and did like a 3D model image. So I just kind of wanted to show that off a little bit because I thought, damn, that's really, really cool. Oh, okay, I can just go up and down.
That's cool.
I did not know that. Here comes Dritz. Hey, look at this guy. Hey, you know what? We should make a little room for Dritz.
Remember the 4th of November.
Okay, let me see if I can.
The graphic novel's pretty fucking.
So Dritz, I got bad news, I got good news.
What's good news? What's bad news?
So bad news is we only have about 10 minutes.
You suck.
Good news is, after that though, we can watch a movie.
Oh, we're doing that weird Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah! That weird Mystery Science Theater thing. Chris, it's the Rage Machine Dritz!
What's up?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm alright.
I like this shit. It's like the Halloween.
I wanted to wear
my Batman shirt today. However, so I was gonna be a damn bastard today.
There were these college kids that showed up last night at work. They keep taking those big fuzzy heads we have.
Oh yeah.
Putting them on. I just realized how gross that is. Like, you want to wash those before you use them. They're like a cesspool of germs.
Oh yeah, anyone who's ever put their head in those
and they're just throwing them on like, oh, this looks so cool. One guy threw it on and he starts coughing into it, and then he passes it to his friend, and his friend puts it on to try it on. I was like, that is so gross.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, so what have you been up to, buddy?
Dude, I've been working.
Yeah. Okay, you're working at the McDonald's,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Any fun news
They got me
stories?
chained to the grill.
Yeah, you chained to the grill.
Cracking that whip.
5 days a week. They got me chained to the fucking grill, guys.
What time do you go in?
5 usually.
You go, okay, 5 usually. Okay,
And usually close.
that's fun.
Yeah.
That's
right.
not fun, by the way. But yeah, you done anything nerdy lately?
I've been working on writing a new character.
Cool. Tell me about it.
He's yet to speak to me. That mask is the only thing I've got so far. I've got I've got that and name. I call him the Harbinger. He hasn't told me what he wants to say yet, though.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for him to speak to me.
Give it time.
Yeah.
It'll come to you.
The creative process is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
When I used to go down to the casino over in Osceola with my parents a lot, you know, 'cause they were members down there, and there was something to do with my parents. And my aunt was there one night, and she didn't have a room, and I had one with an extra bed. I'm like, hey, you can stay in my room, but you're gonna have to deal with me beating my head against the desk. She's like, why?
But why?
So I said, you haven't met very many creatives, have you?
Like, nothing's more like fun and stressful at the same time than when I'm trying to write characters and stuff.
It's 55% of the fucking process, beating your head against something harder than your skull.
Or you like write something and then like erase
This is
it,
fucking
write
garbage!
it, and erase it,
Oh!
and write it.
Can't fucking do it.
Type out like
So
8 pages.
what's this
delete
like
them.
podcast review thing? Do we do that now? Do we review other podcasters? That the situation?
No, what are you talking
It's
about?
an interview.
Interview.
Yeah, whatever.
With other streamers. So people who actually like stream games online
Oh,
and
I
stuff.
see.
So tonight, again, let me do a little promo. Since Chris is here.
Promo.
Promo.
A whole.
So tonight we're gonna. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hang on. That's That's from beforehand. So tonight we're going to be interviewing Pink Smurf.
Tight.
She's pretty good. She's playing Black Ops 4 right now. I found her when she was playing Zelda. And then next week we're going to be interviewing Smokin' Dank 5280. Which, if you don't know what his
guess
shit
what his
is,
niche is.
I can fucking guess.
I'll give you one guess.
He's amazing. He has like a bong counter thing that he does at the bottom.
Bong counter.
He does however many bong hits he does as a counter, and then there's a beer hit counter as well for how many beers he knocks out. And then he does like, and it's so funny because
he does it all while playing Diablo 3.
One of his rules, he's like, "Don't fucking coach me because I get confused way too easy."
My state of mind
he's like,
is nowhere near.
He goes, he's had a few people coach him too, and he found out later they were just fucking with him.
Tag me in, coach, I got it.
He doesn't like being coached. He plays some really cool stuff. I caught him playing Hitman the other day, and he was doing like challenge levels. That was really fun. But yeah, we're gonna be interviewing different streamers. So if
I were to stream video games, I'd probably just play Peggle.
You know what? You're probably fucking amazing at it.
I'm ridiculously filthy.
So if you're good at Peggle, people would watch you. People would come.
He's nasty at Peggle.
Come to see you kick ass. Yeah, big nasty Peggle bitch.
They call me Big Nasty. It's because of Peggle.
It's either a big nasty
trash boat. Some people will call me Horatio Cornblower. Crucio pipe cleaner. Oh damn.
The video
games. Apparently the 5280, I dropped in one time because someone was like, "Oh my god, that's like my zip code," and I was like, "Where do you live, man?" He's like, "I'm in Denver." He's like, apparently that is a
it's what's called
an elevation. It's an elevation in Denver. So that's talking about getting high, like. But he's really entertaining. He's got a sick ass beard. So
if there were an Owen Wilson crying game, I'd be the best at it.
Cry, you little.
Oh, Chris.
Cry, you little bitch.
Cry,
I hate you so much.
I just lost myself as a viewer because I went away from watching the thing.
Random funny thing to do with the podcast the other day. I was sitting there at home bored, and in my head kept popping up Dritz singing Sephiroth from One Winged Angel, and I kept hearing it so much that I spent all night playing Final Fantasy VII.
You hypnotized Tom. I did it. Playing games.
Must play good game.
Fucking did it.
What did I haven't even. I bought. I got a Humble Bundle. And I got games and shit. I haven't even touched them.
You have a shitload of games.
I know. This is what I've installed recently. I'm like, I'm just gonna put.
He's got a man's desktop.
I beat Portal. I beat Portal 1 the other day.
It's just Portal.
Yeah.
And then there's Portal 2.
Yeah. Well, because if I say so, I've had to distinctly say Portal 1 because when I say I beat Portal the other day, they're like, "Did you beat Portal 1 or Portal 2?" And I'm like, "Fucking Portal 1."
The first one.
So I played Portal 1.
Have you played any more Nazi Stab lately? Wolfenstein.
I haven't played any Wolfenstein 2 lately. I really need to because Wolfenstein 2 it's so good.
Man, fuck Nazis.
Yeah, shivving some Nazis is nice.
When I played the first Wolfenstein, I barely ever used a gun. I was all stealth. I just fucking stabbed people.
We were just talking about how I like the stealth in that one because I don't know, it was fun. Have you played Wolfenstein 2 at all?
I haven't played the New Order yet.
So instead of giving a knife, they give you a fireman's axe.
Fuck yeah!
And you fucking, you're wearing that metal suit from the first game that you don't get to wear, which fuck you guys for making me wait till the second game to wear that goddamn suit.
Dude, BJ Blazkowicz doesn't fuck around, alright?
You put that metal suit on, and he fucking chops them off at the knees. If you stealth them, you go BOOM! And then you stab them in the neck to kill them immediately.
Jesus.
It was the most, take the gore from the first game and turn it up to 11. It's amazing. I love it. I went up and I was like, whoosh, and their knees were gone. Oh my god! And the guy just goes,
Fucking BJ Blazkowicz ripped himself out of a catatonic coma from pure Nazi-hating rage.
He did too.
He does it again in the second game. He does it. He does, yeah. He's like, he just happens to wake up. They're like, BJ, Nazis, and he's like, oh.
Nazis? Who said Nazis?
And the first level is you in a fucking wheelchair with a gun. Nazis.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's true. You literally have to play the first level in a wheelchair with a gun, and you're like,
BJ doesn't fucking care.
I'm gonna run these Nazis over with my wheelchair.
It's one of the coolest levels ever, and that was actually one of the big highlights when people started talking about it. They're like, it's amazing starting off this level, just murdercating people. It's really interesting.
My favorite thing about Wolfenstein.
Do you like the Force Awakens game series?
Do I what?
Do you like the Force Awakens?
I liked the first one. I got about halfway into the second and kept falling off a platform trying to run down, and I gave up. And then my game got erased.
The second one is
so now I have to go all the way. I have to go back to the
first
halfway point before I haven't played.
They should have got more into the lore about like the Starkiller.
The second one was dumb. How they tied Starkiller into founding the rebellion and shit. The second one is just let's throw bullshit at the wall and hope it sticks, and none of it sticks.
I still kind of hope that they have some more.
The Starkiller is stronger than Vader when he can't
I want
focus.
more Starkiller. Did you know though? I didn't know this. I guess Sam Worthington, who plays Starkiller, he voices not Sam Worthington. I'm so sorry, guys.
Sam Witwer.
Sam Witwer. He is voicing Darth Maul in the Darth Maul animated series, and he did it in Solo as well. So he's the new voice of Darth Maul. I guess they still have the what's his name is the body of Darth Maul, the monk guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Which I still remember Sam Witwer from way back in Smallville. When he played Doomsday.
Well, actually, I really enjoyed him in, and where I picked up and getting interested in him was Almost Human. The US version. I've never seen the UK version. I started in the US version, and he's amazing as a vampire in that movie, or that TV show. They play it out like a heroin addiction. So it's a really interesting reflection. Like each character's problems are actually tied to an actual like human issue. So like the werewolf issue is a man with a temper problem. He has a heroin addiction, and then the ghost, I think, is someone with like depression, maybe.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, so it plays off very, very well. Chris Park, I think, is the name that plays the body of Darth Maul.
Yeah, he's a fucking professional stunt dude. He was actually Toad.
Yeah, he was
in the
Toad
first X-Men movie.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
In the subway, he picks up a mop handle and starts twirling it around like Darth Maul and slaps Wolverine in the face with it.
The thing about it is like that guy is too cool to play Toad. Like Toad does not deserve him.
Toad was a piece of shit.
Toad does not fucking deserve
Toad
him.
is so lame.
They should have.
Sucks.
They really should have like put him in like a different mutant. Like
of all the like mutants for Wolverine to hire for the Brotherhood, he hired that useless piece of garbage.
All the
he's got a weird tone.
Of all the characters.
What's your superpower? I got a tongue and I jump really high.
Yeah, of all the characters for Chris Park to play, Toad was sort of a waste, honestly.
I think he could have played a decent Cypher.
You know what he would have been dope at? He would have actually fucked the whole WWE thing. Why not make him Sabretooth?
Fuck yeah.
Like, he actually would have been a cool Sabretooth.
But Sabretooth has to be like a huge man.
Yeah.
That's like the whole thing. He's bigger than Wolverine because he's Wolverine's big brother.
They've already fucked up proportions with Hugh Jackman.
Well,
Hugh Jackman's way too tall to be Wolverine.
Yeah. Wolverine's supposed to be like 5'0", built like a Mac truck.
Wolverine is literally like 5'2". Hugh Jackman's like 6'3".
Yeah, that's why Tom Hardy would have been an amazing Wolverine. Like he's a little bit
they're planning
shorter.
to replace like Logan was Hugh Jackman's last movie.
Yeah, it was his swan song.
If they replace him with Tom Hardy, maybe we'll get the costume because Hollywood's allergic to Tom Hardy's face.
Fucking.
That's how we'll finally get the costume. Like, it's Tom Hardy. Cover his face up.
But Hugh Jackman said that if anybody would play Wolverine after him, he thought that Tom Hardy would be a worthy successor.
Yeah, they've already kind of blown their load on Venom, though. That's the only problem. Yeah. Like it's a little curious. Like if they do it anyways, thank you. But like I'm already doubtful because they've had him play Venom.
Who would be Wolverine?
There's like 100 people that could be Wolverine. I
Gerard
give up.
Butler.
I give up.
No.
No.
He's real good at talking out of the side of his mouth. So
I just put a cigar there.
a crying
A
Owen
cigar.
Wilson.
Wolverine loves his seagulls.
Wow! Every time Wolverine's claws pop out, it just wow!
Owen Wilson is Wolverine.
Oh wow!
Schnicket.
Schnicket. Hey bud.
Jason Mewes is Wolverine.
Hey bub.
Jason Mewes.
Every time his claws come out, bang!
Let's just take it up a notch. Let's have Tommy Wiseau do like all of the old Hugh Jackman lines as Wolverine. He's already fucking doing Joker stuff. Why not have Tommy Wiseau just
Seth
do
Green,
Wolverine?
man. Seth Green for Wolverine.
Oh Christ! All of us for Wolverine. Fuck it, anyone can play Wolverine.
I'm short enough.
Hugh Jackman did it.
I'm not short enough.
My friend's buddy used to fucking hate Wolverine, like hate the Wolverine like from the movies. He'd always go, if Wolverine could keep his goddamn mouth shut for one fucking second, he would just rant about Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. He just hated him. And I thought
Wolverine's supposed to be a fucking smart ass, man.
Yeah, that's what Wolverine does.
yeah, but Hugh Jackman's not even a smart ass.
He's just a dick.
He's just a dick. And like, there's times where he's just fucking like. I love X-Men Days of Future Past, but Wolverine's stupid as shit in that movie.
Yeah,
Like,
he is.
How many times you kept turning around and going, well, I don't mean to tell you, but I'm from the future. Like, you're not going to believe me, but I'm from the future. And it was like, Jesus Christ, like you're... I knew you when you were older. I know you. Like in the past, like in the 60 future. Years from now.
But it's the past for me.
You won't believe me, but I'm from the future. And I'm
Nothing's
like,
better than Wolverine's cameo in First Class, though.
Doc, you can read my mind. I'm from the future. Oh yeah, I'm Charles Xavier. And fuck off.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. You got it, buddy.
I don't know. I wasn't digging it. Oh shit. We actually have to end the podcast here. We gotta get Tommy back.
Where the fuck is Tommy going?
He's gotta go
I
to
gotta
work
work today too. My ride's showing up at 1:30.
Christ, you suck.
I have a regular job again.
So we're gonna take off, but we are gonna be back. Dritz and I, you can catch us on Scener, SENER at Jamp, and we're gonna watch a movie. It's gonna be Dritz's choice today.
Okay.
We're gonna pick a movie to watch. We're gonna knock it out, and then we also don't forget we've got that live interview with Pink Smurf tonight. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Later.
Put a little nerdy in your pocket.
Fuck you.
iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. Go to YouTube. We're actually breaking videos down. So if you want to just catch us in bites, you can watch that. And then go to Facebook. You can see all the articles and shit. And then you can actually keep up to date with everything we're posting. We're staying pretty regular on Facebook. So.
Share us with your friends.
Bye!